Hello everyone and welcome back to Deresley. I know it's been a while since I posted my last video, but with the warmer weather and the time of year, spring, I've had to do some decorating, work's been busy, various bits and pieces in the garden have dragged me away from my railway. As a result, my railway room is in a bit of a tip. It's been used as a general storage area. And I started today with the intention of clearing it, but I got drawn towards doing a bit to my railway. At the moment I've just finished wiring an overhead gantry lighting, which I'll show you shortly. But before I start and do anything, I'd like just to say thank you to all my subscribers. In the couple of months since I last spoke to you, my subscriptions or my subscriber numbers have gone up to well over 1,000, which is remarkable. So I'd like to say a sincere thanks to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. It's very satisfying. Thank you very much. Anyway, on with the video. I'm going to be removing this bridge and rebuilding it. It is actually Scale Scenes download, and I'll replace it with another download. Again, it's exactly the same bridge, but I download it in a different brick colour. It's time now for the old bridge to come out. This is just made of plaster, so I've been simply chiselling through the plaster. And as you can see, I've packed it to create the form with newspaper. Before I clean up, I'll place the new bridge in position. This is the replacement bridge, and it's nearly finished actually, but the centre section here, this part, is the original kit only. What I've done is I've extended both sides. It's an easy matter of doing that because I just make up some more 2mm card sections and cover them with some of the prints from under here reprinted again and fixed on the top. You can see when I turn it round more clearly the sections that I've built and added on. So I've repeated some of the wall sections, printed them and fitted them on here to give this bigger span to the bridge. The bridge is higher than the original one, which is one of the reasons I rebuilt it, is that it was too low. There are two versions in the download, and my original one was the lower height. This is higher, so I think this should look fine. Once it's on the layout, I'll put the buttresses on and finish it off. I won't do that on this video, but on my next video I'll be fixing the bridge and adding some scenery to blend it in with my old scenery. I've put some card around this corner here and glued it in position. I'm now going to coat it with the blue paint. I have finished a couple of projects down this end of the layout too. In this structure here, which is my fuel storage tanks with a little workshop behind, I've got round to finishing the details on the top here with walkways. I used some of the items from the Dapol kit and then spanned them with some scratch built boarding and put some handrails, which is just brass wire bent and painted with Vallejo white. But the most important feature I finished since I last saw you is in the goods yard itself. Having been pleased with the way I'm actually going to operate my goods shunting, I decided to improve areas down this end by adding to my original platform, this one, a secondary platform. This platform has a bank on it, but no way of getting goods up onto it other than via a forklift or something. I wanted a platform that with a slope on it that I could run pallet trucks and so on up and down here for loading vans. So in a similar construction to this, I've built this platform here, and it has a sloping access here for loading small vehicles like vans, and it has a loading bank here for a lorry. I've actually fixed this on here. I've opened the doors of this lorry and I've lined out the inside and I've fitted a light in there. I'll show you that lit up in some stills later on. The pallet trucks, you see, I've got a few of them scattered around. I scratch built these from plasticard and made the little handles with the spare cut-offs from resistors. You know, it's quite soft wire and easy to form, so I just snipped up a few resistors, took the wire off and made handles for the pallet trucks. And I also managed to complete an item I've had for a couple of years, which is a white metal kit of a yard crane, and I've managed to finish that and fit it onto the platform. I've also got steps up and down, so there's a crossover there now between the two platforms, so personnel can cross across the track and so on. And then I've got some sort of track level storage here for oil drums and what have you. So I've now got access to both platforms for unloading goods. I've also added lighting on the goods platforms. I've got two lamps here, a yard lamp down this end, and I've actually got a light up under the trees where the turntable is. I'll show you that again when I show some stills. I would now like to show you my lighting gantry. This is what I was working on at the beginning of the video, or at least finishing off. Apart from the painting, it's now more or less complete. It consists of a 12-foot length of 4" by 1" planed timber, And under the back here, on the other side here, I've got 4 banks of 2 lights. They're all 40 watt candle bulbs, so there's 320 watts across the back here. They are the tungsten lights, not the LEDs, which makes them inexpensive, and they're going to last me a long time. I'm not going to use them that frequently, but I like the idea of this because I've put a dimmer on it, so I can adjust the light levels on the layout. Part of working on my layout, since I started it in this position here, is the window light is behind me, and the corners of the layout get quite dark and difficult to see. So this even light will help no end. What I've also done for my soundscaping, you know, for the ambient sounds, I had the speakers down near the control panel earlier, but I've now moved the stereo speakers up here. I've got one this end and one the other end. So my sound stage, if you like, is much wider. Well, that's it for this short update. It's covered everything I think I've done on my railway since my last video. So all that remains is to leave you with those few stills I promised, showing different lighting effects I can now create when I operate Deresley. Thanks again to all my subscribers. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.